Today I'm going to be reviewing this RLSoo battery-powered cordless chainsaw that I recently purchased on Amazon. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, show you everything that goes inside, and also going to test it out, see how well it handles cutting through tree limbs, that sort of thing. This is not going to be a gigantic chainsaw, like it's only going to be 6 inches where the actual chain is at. So not going to be huge, but this will work great for like pruning up trees, that sort of thing, rather than using a pair of loppers or having to get out a giant heavy chainsaw. So let me go and open this up, show you exactly what you're going to get inside. So first off, I did want to mention that it's nice that it's going to come with a case for your electric chainsaw. So that's going to be nice. It's going to come with a couple of extra chains as well. So again, that's super nice that it's going to come with those. So you don't have to try and find a 6-inch chain, you know, when yours gets broken or something like that. Of course, you will have to put bar and chain oil in this. It does come with glasses, comes with a pair of gloves, comes with 2 batteries as well. And then obviously the piece of equipment itself. It does come with a little cover for your chain. It's not on it, but it does come with it. And then it has this like plastic top part that kind of flips down onto there. Now, this is going to be what you're going to use to tighten up your chain. Normally you're going to have a spot to put bar and chain oil. So let me double check and read the instructions and see, because I don't see a spot on there. So this one is actually not going to come with any spot to put it on. The only way to put oil on this chain is going to be manually using this little bottle that it includes. It says you don't have to oil the chain, but obviously you're going to want to, just because it will extend the life of the chain. It says it includes 2 extra chains, so you don't have to oil it. And then it says you're going to put it on the surface, and then you're essentially just going to put the oil manually onto the chain. So not a huge fan of that. I would prefer if they included like all normal chainsaws, they included like a little thing and then had it automatically go out onto the chain throughout the course of using it. I would certainly prefer that over them just saying, oh, you don't have to, you can just replace the chain, like obviously, but you want the chain to last a long time. So you're probably going to want to oil it, and then it just includes this random bottle that you're then going to be using to oil the chain. So not a huge fan of them not including an automatic way to oil your chain. But let me go and put a battery onto here. This is just going to pull right out. Should just slide right on and good to go. And let's test it out. So you can see here, works. This does have a lock on it, so you're just going to have to push in on the side to be able to use it. Or you can push on the other side as well. So either side, whichever one works better for you, you can push on it to be able to get that chain to move. Let me go ahead and head out here to some trees and see how well it handles trimming them up. So first off, I'm just going to start with trimming this little tiny limb right off of here. And it bound up pretty easily, so definitely not a fan of that. And that was a pretty small limb for it to bind up on as well. Now this is pretty dead, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right here in front of me and see how well it handles that. Now it did cut through there pretty good, but truthfully, I can already smell burning on this. Again, does not include oil, so you're going to want to manually put oil on that. I wouldn't recommend just using it as is, because you are going to tear up your chain pretty quickly without putting some oil on it. And I can smell burning, and from the motor, I assume, and from the chain rotating without having oil to lubricate it. So I would recommend using oil for that. But you can see here, it did cut through there without any issues, cut straight through this chunk of wood here. So it can handle pretty good sized ones. I probably wouldn't go anything much larger than this, just because over time, you know, it's going to be difficult to cut through anything. It's going to take much longer and have issues with possibly binding up and those sorts of things. So I probably wouldn't go with anything larger than that cutting with this one, but overall should work pretty good. Just, man, I really wish they would have made it where the oil feeds automatically onto the chain like most larger chainsaws.